first in blocks, first in three-point makes, second in points, and second in field goal makes. Oh, those are just Victor Wembanyama's numbers over the last 5 games, and it's been much more than just 5 games, because after a slow start to the season, Wemby hasn't just been good. At 20 years old, he's already one of the 10 best players in the league, and with every single game, it looks like he is getting higher and higher on that list. And his recent game against New York was no exception, because with the NBA world watching on Christmas Day, Vic went off for 42 points, 18 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 blocks, which was actually quite a low number of blocks when you consider he had recorded 18 blocks in the 2 games prior. 18. But this game against New York gave the entire basketball world a look at what Wemby can and has been doing for about a month straight. Watch him here with Jones bringing the ball up in transition. Wemby does something you don't often see from a 7'4" guy, which is sprint to the corner, catch, and shoot. And when he was doing this early in the season, everyone was losing their mind. Because why is a guy his size sprinting to the corner, coming off dribble handoffs, and knocking down threes? Well, the answer is, he's a really good shooter, and we are seeing that now, with him knocking down threes at a historic rate. Genuinely a historic rate, with him reaching 200 threes faster than Steph Curry, James Harden, and Reggie Miller. And obviously the volume is a big factor, but this is becoming a lethal form of offense regardless of his size. Just look at him here get the pass from Trey, and with his feet touching the logo, he effortlessly knocks it down. And this was a game where Wemby was just doing whatever he wanted. I guess he was in the Christmas spirit and felt like giving the entire world a gift, because the way he was stepping into three-point shots from 30 feet away and effortlessly knocking them down was something to behold. And this speaks to what makes Wemby so unique and why his potential is so high. Obviously the fact he can walk into pull-up threes from 30 feet, but it's also his ability to move off the ball as a cutter, as a shooter, and obviously as a lob threat. You just don't see guys his size with his ability to relocate, his ability to move into his shots. The closest comparison would be a guy like Lauri Markkanen, or obviously Kevin Durant, but those guys are 6'11", 7 foot Kevin Durant, not 7'4", and just doesn't look real watching him glide around the court or get screens set for him to catch and shoot on the move. Apparently 3-point shooting is ruining the NBA and is a reason the ratings are down, but I don't know about you guys. Watching someone that freakishly large come off handoffs and screens and run to the corner and knock down threes is pretty fun to watch, and the NBA would be out of their mind if they didn't put all of their energy into marketing this man, which they have already been doing, but continue to do it, because this is a one-of-a-kind athlete across any sport. There is no comparison for watching Victor Wembanyama play basketball, and what's scary is you are starting to see the game slow down for him in real time. Not just making more threes and looking more comfortable from beyond the arc, but in every situation on both ends of the floor, he looks more comfortable, more poised. I mean, watch here on the pick and roll with CP3. He gets the ball at the free throw line, a quick pump fake, and it looks like he's rising up for the jumper, but it's a perfectly weighted pass to Sohan for the alley, which wasn't the only time he made a play like that against the Knicks, with this play as well attacking the rim, but making the decision to throw the alley to Sohan in midair. This is scary stuff for the NBA, because there are only a handful of bigs that have the ability to disguise their passes and change their decision whilst in the act of shooting. So when a 7-foot alien can do everything he can already do, and then is also able to deceive his opponents with his playmaking, what are you supposed to do? You definitely aren't supposed to try and make up those points on the other end of the floor, because those 40 points he's dropping on offense, well, he's saving just as many points, if not more, on defense with the things he can do, which no one else can do. Like here where he's guarding the Brunson and Cat pick and roll. He initially disrupts the handoff before then getting out and blocking the Jalen Brunson 3-point shot attempt. And this is something he does regularly, which is disrupt multiple actions and shots on the same play. Like here where he's initially guarding the maxi pick and roll, knocking the ball out of Drummond's hands in midair, the Sixers keep it in bounds, Wemby then steps up to stop Lowry's drive before then rotating back over and swatting Drummond at the rim. And I mean, there are just things you are not supposed to do on an NBA court. One of those things is guarding the paint as a big man before rotating out to a corner shooter and absolutely swallowing up a Jeremy Grant three-pointer. Or how about blocking a Kyle Lowry jump shot on this play, then recovering and blocking a Caleb Martin jump shot from behind? Forget about the fact he covered that much distance to block the first jumper, but to then follow up and swat Martin from behind? It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous that he makes plays like this look routine, where KJ Martin gets the ball in transition, and with a full head of steam sprinting towards the rim, look at Wemby just swipe it away like it's nothing. That is not supposed to look like he's knocking the ball away from a baby on a Nerf hoop. That is a 6'10" freakish athlete running full speed towards the rim, and Wemby made him look like a child. And what he's starting to do much better this year is not overreacting, because with the length he has, he doesn't even need to jump a lot of the time to block or disrupt shots. So if he can stay down on that initial drive, he still has the chance to block the shot. But if there is a pass made, he can then react and block that shot, like here where he does exactly that against Klingit. And if you want any idea as to how ridiculous this combination of offensive and defensive production is, in NBA history, there have been 3 occasions where a player has averaged at least 25 points, 10 boards, and 4 blocks, which Wemby is currently averaging. Hakeem Olajuwon once, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar once, and Patrick Ewing once. He is 20 years old. Those are 2 of the best players ever, and another top 10 center having career years. And Wemby is in his 2nd season putting up these numbers. What on earth are we witnessing? We still have no idea. And there is one other aspect of Wemby's game that I don't think is getting talked about enough, which is the free throw shooting. No one likes to watch free throws, Joel Embiid, but they are also a part of the game, and pretty much all of the greatest scorers in NBA history, including the likes of Michael Jordan, all got to the line a ridiculous amount, and most of them were efficient when they got to the line. Wemby hasn't fully perfected his ability to draw fouls, even though the biggest foul baiter in NBA history was for some reason annoyed at Wemby selling a foul, but even though he still has to improve his ability to get to the line, the fact he's shooting nearly 88% on his free throw attempts is a major positive, because there is no doubt in my mind that as he continues to develop his game, getting stronger and working closer to the basket, he'll get more free throws, and if he is knocking them down at nearly 90%, to go along with 36 to 37% from threes and everything else he can do, you are not only looking at a once-in-a-generational defensive talent, but a one-of-a-kind offensive talent as well. If you made it all the way to the end of the video and want to see more content like this, consider subscribing. Dropping a like would be much appreciated. Most importantly, Merry Christmas, have a great day.